Today, I've got a special message for those who are in the soft skills market. So I differentiate between hard skills like business building and very specific, this is what you do to get this. And so if you are in the market where you teach yoga or mindset or meditation or hypnosis or sleep or health or holistic healing or any of those, these are the areas where it is very, very tempting because many of them actually deliver what I'm going to say. So it's very, very tempting for you to say, oh, if you do this, everything in your life is going to be better. Your relationships are going to be better. You're going to make more money. You're going to sleep better. You're going to have glowing skin and your toenail fungus is going to go away. Everything will be better because you're doing this program. Unfortunately, I have to tell you, to most consumers, especially those who have not totally drunk the Kool-Aid of that particular area, it feels unlikely. In fact, it is a little bit unrealistic for them to actually believe that one thing, and I know you're saying right now, oh, I know, my program really does give all those many different kinds of vast changes in your life will happen if you will just do yoga every day, or if you will just do meditation every day. All of a sudden your life will be revolutionized. Even though your program actually can do that, if you promise everything, it's unrealistic and people won't buy. Sorry to say that. I suggest it is far better to focus on one single transformation that you can offer. So, for example, this program is going to work on meditation to improve your relationships. That's what we're doing in this particular program, is we're going to work on meditation to improve your relationships. And then you can say, and when your relationships are better, then you tend to have more energy. You sleep better at night. And you can mention those things, but the transformation that you're offering is your relationships will be better. As soon as you do that, what ends up happening is all of a sudden, all of your messaging is spot on. You're now saying, if you're struggling with your relationships, this is the program you need to do that. If you're promising everything, then everything you're saying is mushy, because you can't focus in on any one thing. And so my strong recommendation is that you do a launch, which is talking about meditation for relationships. And then you can turn around 3 months later and launch another version of almost exactly the same program, but this one is going to be on meditation for stress relief. 3 months later, meditation for anxiety relief. But each one of them, you're talking specifically to an individual set of transformations, not, since we can give you the world, we're going to talk about the world and how much better your world will be if you would just do meditation. Do you see that difference? One of the things that I've found is really hard as I've worked with hundreds, thousands of people who've been in the soft skills basis is that they argue with me. They say, but it does give all those things. And I say, excellent, perfect. You've got a wonderful situation where your product gives them all kinds of things. But the best way to sell it is to focus on one thing. Deliver that one thing. Talk about that one problem. Deliver the solution to that problem and let them get all the other benefits, and then turn around and do another offering for a different transformation a few months later. Now, here's what ends up happening when you do this. People are more likely to buy for a specific change. Since they have trouble believing that if they would just meditate, their entire world will be better, they're much more likely to say, I've got anxiety. And so if you're going to talk to me about meditation to improve anxiety, that's exactly what I need. I am interested in that. But if you just come in and talk about, hey, meditation, it'll make you this and this and this and this and this and help your anxiety, they're going, Too much, not specific. I want one thing to do one thing. It's much more believable. It's much more realistic. And as a result, I'm going to buy. Now, here's the cool thing. All those other changes are like frosting on the cake. You don't market with them, but as you begin to teach your program, you point that out to them and you help them realize that. But what I would do is I wouldn't emphasize this too much, because if someone is in your program and they actually find that meditation helps their relationships or helps their anxiety, they're more likely to come back and work with you on meditation on stress relief later on too, because they've already seen that it works for one thing. Then use that to help them to get to the next thing. All right? Focus on one thing each time and just make sure that you can, as you mention those other benefits, they don't ever become the essence of your offer. The essence of your offer is relationships, anxiety, stress relief, whatever it is, and let everything else be just side benefits that you talk about it. It's like same thing we do in the hard skill space is that we say, hey, once your business is better, then your relationships tend to be better. You tend to have more time with your family. And so you can bring up all those other benefits, but they're a secondary benefit, not the primary transformation that you're talking about to get them to buy. Okay? Focus on one transformation. Talk about that transformation in terms of the problem and then how your problem helps them to solve it, and let all that other stuff just sort of be out there, giving you an opportunity to sell them another course later on. Hope all this makes sense. Want to argue with me about this? Feel free to do that in the comments. Want to share your opinion about this? Bring that up in the comments too. This is Don Crowther saying, just go do this stuff.